FIFA president gives Isak 24 hours to apologize for disrespect or face legal action. In a surprising turn of events, FIFA President Gianni Infantino has issued a stern ultimatum to Swedish footballer Alexander Isak. He has given Isak 24 hours to apologize for comments perceived as disrespectful, threatening legal action should the player fail to comply. Background of the incident. The controversy began after Isak made remarks during a post-match interview that were interpreted as critical of FIFA's policies and leadership. While the specifics of his comments remain a matter of debate, they struck a nerve within FIFA, an organization that has faced its share of scrutiny and criticism over the years. Isak, a promising forward who has played for clubs like Real Sociedad and Newcastle-United, has been making headlines not just for his on-field performances but also for his outspoken views. With the football world increasingly sensitive to issues of governance and player expression, this incident highlights the tension that can arise when athletes voice their opinions. The role of FIFA in modern football. FIFA, as the global governing body for football, holds significant power and influence over the sport. It is responsible for organizing major tournaments, including the World Cup, and establishing rules that govern the game. However, its authority has often been challenged, and controversies around corruption, governance, and decision-making processes have marred its reputation. The organization's response to criticism can often be swift and severe, as seen in this case with Isak. The expectation of respect for authority figures within FIFA is a long-standing tradition, but the evolving landscape of football is leading to more players speaking out against perceived injustices. Isak's perspective. While Isak's comments were deemed disrespectful by FIFA, it is crucial to understand the context in which they were made. Players today are more aware of their platforms and the influence they wield. Isak, like many athletes, may feel a responsibility to address issues that affect not just their careers but the broader football community. This incident raises questions about the balance between freedom of expression and respect for authority. Isak's perspective reflects a growing trend among younger players who are less inclined to accept the status quo and more willing to challenge established norms. FIFA's reaction. Infantino's reaction to Isak's comments has been characterized by a mix of indignation and a desire to assert authority. By threatening legal action, FIFA aims to send a message that disrespect towards its leadership will not be tolerated. This could be seen as an attempt to maintain control and deter other players from voicing dissent. The ultimatum also serves to highlight FIFA's sensitivity to criticism, particularly in a climate where the organization is under scrutiny for various governance issues. Infantino's approach may be intended to reinforce the idea that FIFA expects its players to adhere to a code of conduct that prioritizes respect and professionalism. The broader implications. The implications of this incident extend beyond Isak and FIFA. It raises significant questions about the relationship between players and governing bodies. As athletes become more vocal about their beliefs and experiences, governing bodies must navigate the fine line between maintaining authority and allowing for genuine expression. This incident also brings to light the challenges faced by players who wish to address issues such as racism, inequality, and governance in football. The fear of repercussions can stifle important conversations and prevent athletes from advocating for change. Media coverage and public reaction. The media response to this incident has been extensive, with various outlets discussing the potential ramifications for both Isak and FIFA. Public sentiment appears to be divided. While some support Isak's right to speak freely, others believe that respect for authority should be upheld. Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for opinions on the matter, with fans and analysts weighing in. The incident has sparked debates about the role of players in addressing issues within the sport, as well as the responsibilities of governing bodies to listen to their concerns. Possible outcomes. As the 24-hour deadline approaches, speculation about possible outcomes abounds. If Isak chooses to apologize, it may be seen as a concession to FIFA's authority, but it could also be interpreted as a pragmatic decision to avoid legal trouble. Conversely, if he stands firm, it may embolden other players to speak out against governance issues in football. FIFA's next steps will also be crucial. Should they proceed with legal action, it could set a precedent for how the organization deals with criticism in the future. This may lead to a chilling effect on player expression or, alternatively, encourage a more open dialogue between players and governing bodies. The ultimatum issued by FIFA President Gianni Infantino to Alexander Isak is a significant moment in the evolution of football governance and player expression. As the deadline looms, the stakes are high for both the player and the organization. This incident encapsulates the ongoing struggle for balance between authority and accountability in the world of sports, and its resolution may have lasting implications for the future of football.